Hey everyone! Since it's coverage day, I wanted to go over all the different foundation options that we have. Always start with a base. Glorious Face and Eye Primer. It makes such a difference in how your foundation goes on. It makes that barrier between your skin and your makeup so your makeup doesn't soak up into your skin in those dry areas. And it locks in moisture so your skin stays hydrated during the day. It just fills in those like pores, fine lines, creates that nice smooth canvas for you to apply your foundation onto. Works wonders. So you always want to start with the base, okay? You wouldn't build a house without first building the foundation, correct? Well, here's the foundation to your foundation. So we have a couple options for foundations, and they work with different skin types. So first of all, we have our BB Flawless Cream. It's super moisturizing, really nice if you have dry skin or combination skin and you want that lighter coverage. If you have oily skin, this is probably going to be too hydrating and make your skin look even more oily. So I would suggest, if you have oily skin, try to stay away from the BB creams just because they're super hydrating. Get off the table! They're super hydrating and they will make your skin look more oily. But, so this is like a light to medium coverage. I put some on the back of my hand. You can't see it. If you want to make it a little bit fuller coverage, you can mix it with your Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer. Just mix a little concealer in with it and it'll be fuller coverage. Great trick. My very favorite is the Touch Liquid Mineral Foundation. We call this liquid gold for a reason. It covers everything and anything. Full coverage makeup, but it still feels light on your skin. And I love that because I've tried to find full coverage makeup that doesn't feel heavy, and it's really hard to find. It can feel so heavy on your skin, and this is super light. It has optical diffusers in it, so it does give you that photoshopped airbrush finished look. It's called Liquid Gold and Photoshop in a Bottle. It's got a couple nicknames because it covers so well. I know that you guys are thinking like, she doesn't have problem skin, like, psh, whatever. Well, I have had problem skin in the past, but I have seen this stuff cover some crazy problem skin like rosacea and adult cystic acne, and you're not going to make those conditions any worse because it's mineral based, and all of our stuff is mineral based and chemical free. So you're not going to irritate your skin anymore if it's already irritated. Let's see. Then we have the Touch Cream Foundation. It comes in this little compact. I'm trying to do this one-handed and hold my mouth.
Sorry.
So this Touch Cream Foundation, it comes in a compact like this with the little sponge. And then this is hard one-handed. You flip it open. And that's just a cream foundation. Ooh, is that mirror showing my messy house? That's a full coverage product. Really good if you have dry skin. Because it's really hydrating and it'll stay where it's supposed to stay with that dry skin. Concealers. Oh, I missed one. We have the Pressed Powder Foundation. It comes in a compact just like the cream. Mine is on its way because they were back ordered and out of stock. Like, I think almost every single color was out of stock because people love it so much. So mine's on its way. but it comes in a compact exactly like this. It's just that pressed powder. That's really good for oily skin because it's oil controlling. That powder will soak up the oil. I like to have that pressed powder to set my foundation. You don't have to with this liquid foundation. It dries to a matte powder finish, but since I like fuller coverage products, I definitely like setting my foundation with powder, either pressed powder or loose powder. You have your concealer. The Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer is the liquid. A little bit goes a long way. This tube is going to last you probably a lifetime. Great for covering under eye bags like all of us moms tend to have, and nurses and any adult. You know what I'm talking about. Great for covering under the eyes, any blemishes, anything like that. If you want to highlight, or if you have really dark circles under your eyes, you might want to go, well, I'll suggest you go a shade or two lighter than your color. What's great about our line is once you know your color in the Mineral Touch foundations, it's across the board. It's the same color in every single one. The BB cream is the exception. I also like the mineral concealer. It's loose powder. You can use it wet or dry. You can get a concealer brush wet and use it for like thicker coverage, harder to cover areas, and it dries really nicely. I also like to use a light dusting of it to set my, knock it off, to set my makeup. Now, here's one thing that I have yet to try it because it just came, my liquid foundation brush. All my friends that sell Younique or use Younique have told me that using the liquid foundation brush changes the application process completely. Oh, that's so soft. I have been so impressed with Younique's brushes too. They are so soft and high quality. I can spot a cheap brush anywhere, so I might have to take off my makeup and try again with the brush. And that is it for our foundations. If you would like me to help color match you, let me know. Send me a message. Send me a picture of your face, preferably without makeup and in natural sunlight. That's the best way for me to help see what color would look best on you. And I mean, if you wanted to try one thing, try the liquid foundation, because it's going to change how you feel about foundations. But if you're going to use this, highly suggest using the primer with it. The primer makes all the difference in a foundation, and I'm not kidding. So there's the foundations. I hope that you're interested in one of them and I can help you pick one if you don't know which will work best for your skin type or anything. So just get a hold of me if you need to, and I'd love to color match you. Bye!